All right. Hello, everyone. Good evening and a warm welcome to all at MESC Red Devils NCR. This is Delvin, and today I have Amit Bhai with me. Amit Bhai, hope you're doing well. Everything good. It's been a long time since we've had Premier League action, and now Premier League action is finally upon us in a couple of days' time. Before I start this video, requesting all of them who's going to watch this video to please like and subscribe. Would mean a lot to us, and so that we can keep on coming out with content like this, especially for the ones who love playing FPL just like us. And we hope to reach out to as many prospective FPL managers as possible with this video. That is our aim. So do show your love and do like and subscribe this video. With that being said, this is a huge game week for a different amount of reasons.
Yeah,
First, let's talk about the obvious elephant in the room, and that's João Cancelo. Uh, Very shocking with the departure. Very equally surprising as well. While it could be a big blow for City, it is definitely a big blow for all those FPL managers who have him in their side. Now, there are two ways to look at it. One, you have to remove him out, and second, who do you replace him with? So there are two ways where you can replace him with. One, you go like for like, that is a City player for a City player. Second, you can look for any other defenders. Also, because since he's a premium player, he costs anywhere. I think it's about seven. I think 7.4 last I know. So it automatically gives you a 2.5 million boost in the bank as well. If you're trying to bolster your team in the midfield or forward, for example. So, what are your thoughts on Cancelo's departure, and how do you try to replace him as far as FPL is concerned? Do you go inside City, pick someone like an Ake or Rico Lewis, for example, or you go look out for other options and save that extra money to use it somewhere else in your team.
yeah. Hi, Delvin. First of all, hi everyone. So yes, a huge shock in terms of FPL. Not in terms of City, I don't care about them, but yes, in terms of FPL, yes. Because Cancelo has been performing season for season from last 2 3 years now, and he was top most scoring non-Liverpool defender with the premium in the premium list, and not in the premium overall defender list. He was in the mix of everything. He was getting bonus points, and in the pre-World Cup also we have seen. So he was full of points. He was starting every game. He was fixture proof for Pep Rule. He scores a bangers. He gave assists, bonus points. Everything was there. So huge shock in terms of FPL. So another question you were asking, if we have to replace, because what we have seen this season is opposite of the last season, because last season all the premium midfielders and premium defenders were scoring points, and premium forwards were not scoring points, with the likes of Kane and Aubameyang and all other strikers. But this season it's opposite. Only the premium forwards are scoring points, but premium midfielders like KDB, Salah, and premium defenders like Robertson, Tars, Cancelo all have been disappointing. With Cancelo gone now, so my strategy would be, I already replaced Cancelo 3 4 game weeks back, and I bought Rico Lewis. One, because Rico Lewis is only 3 4 million at that point. Now it is 3.9, but I know his price will go increase now with the Cancelo gone. He can be a bench option also, and he can be in your team also. It will not hurt or you or your team if you are keeping him on bench, because his price is too low as of now. Second, there are no premium defenders left who you can replace Cancelo with, because I was like I mentioned, likes of Tar, Robertson have not been performing well. Liverpool are shit this season. They are not giving you points, not even with the clean sheets or not even with the assist. What they were doing in last couple or 3 seasons back. Third, I will not replace them with Cancelo with this my opinion, because City defender, because again Pep Rule, and with Champions League coming up, you never know who will start for City. The likes of Ake can be dropped, and we have seen the Ake was dropped in the last game, and Laporte was starting in front of him. So Pep can do anything. He has Stones, he has Diaz, he has Akanji, he has Ake, he has Rico Lewis, and he has Laporte. So he can play only if Diaz can play in centre back. Others can replace any one of them. So, and Walker, another right back for them. So in my opinion, the money saved from Cancelo departure can be utilized in the mid-section, because with the new signings coming up in January, there are lot of midfielder options now. Lot of midfield options. And also, everyone has Haaland, everyone has Kane, everyone has Tony or Metro. And so there is no point getting a new striker. But yes, you can fill your spot by bringing in some of the good defenders of 8 millions and 9 millions range.
Very well said. So I was also looking for. So I had removed Cancelo since the World Cup. So
Yes, same.
ever since post the World Cup break, I did not have Cancelo in my side at all. But interesting that you say that you would look any other way. So do you have any prospective defenders that you could see in place of Cancelo? Because this time there is, like you said, there is a real depth of attacking returns from a lot of established names in fantasy. FPL, for example, you see
Yeah,
Robertson has not performed as per expectations.
yeah,
Trent Alexander-Arnold is a different story altogether. So you see, Shaw has been one of them, but then he's been switched in. He's been switched from left back to centre back far too many
yeah,
times to
yeah.
pick him up as a very comfortable option as well. So do you actually and as you said, you spoke about everyone having Haaland, everyone having Kane, everyone has Trippier also. So he's apparently the only defender who's getting points and who's getting bonus points in and out.
Yes. Yeah,
So,
yeah.
so do you? I mean, at this point, the only thing that you could look for in a defender is as long as he keeps clean sheets, he's good to go. So, what defender do you have in mind if you want to pick someone, if you want
So
to replace Cancelo?
yeah, yeah. So two defenders in the top active FPL players, which I can analyze, that Shaw and Trippier are in maximum number of teams. Other than that, you can bring in Brentford defender, which is Ben Mee. Then what people are doing is either they are doubling up on the Newcastle defense, they are bringing in Shar or Botman, or you can also bring Brighton defenders because they are also on a good run, and they are also keeping the clean, and they are in the next five fixtures also their run is good, apart from that game week 25, which is a blank for them. So there from the Cancelo, who is in, I guess he's 6.9 or 7 million range, and you can sell him and get a 4.55 million defender where you can save a 2 million, and you can put that in the midfield option, because people have Rashford, people have Martinelli in most of the teams. Now people are either bringing Saka or Odegaard, and then people have now bringing, because they had Almiron in your team, but now he has also not been performing post World Cup. So people are bringing in the likes of Brighton defend players. Now, if people want to bring Bruno Fernandes in the team, because United has an easy set of fixtures coming up, and he is also a fixture-proof player for Manchester United. His minutes are always guaranteed. So that 2 million can be put up for the 7 million. You can put that 9.5 million to Bruno, and your team can become. And with the double game week coming up this game week, so we can put Bruno, Rashford in the midfield, and then we have a Shaw. So three United players are in your team. Similarly, next double game week with Arsenal, you already have a Martinelli. You can bring in Saka or Odegaard for that place, because Odegaard is still cheap. Saka is 8.1 million. So that 2 million save of 2 to 2.5 million save from Cancelo sell can be utilized in the midfield options.
So speaking about midfield and continuing with City for now, there is a debate that is going on among FPL managers between have any one out of the two premium players. Now Haaland is a fix. The
Yeah.
other debate that is going on is whether you remove De Bruyne or you remove Kane. So, out of the two, which one would you remove? We spoke about De Bruyne the previous game week, about whether to hold him or sell him. We are having the same conversation right now because at this point in time, I mean, you can genuinely see that the body language in De Bruyne is not the same that it used to be a couple of years ago. So I think, is it wise to cut your losses and move on from De Bruyne? Because, like you said, Bruno Fernandes minutes, easy run of fixtures. What do you make of this? So, do you persist with De Bruyne or do you persist with Kane? Which one would you pick? Because
So
I have both of them.
okay. So Kane, still he's scoring a goal. He's scoring a goal a game almost. So that's not an issue with him. He will give you 6, 7 points there. So four because he is also fixture proof. He will play every game for Tottenham. Similarly, he will also score a goal there because he is the focal point. Everyone has to give that assist to him, and he will score a goal for you. KDB, I would still suggest what I am analyzing. If people don't have Bruno Fernandes, so they can do KDB to Bruno this game week because Bruno has a double game week. Next game week, again, they can go back to from Bruno to KDB because KDB will have a double game week. So, and he is also certain he will be starting both the games because one is against Arsenal and Bruno, I know, and then we can decide to get rid of KDB or not. But Kane, I would say you should keep. I also have Kane in my team. I am keeping Kane and Haaland both. And but I have Salah this game, but I definitely remove Salah because his price has been decreasing now, and plus he's not giving you points. Yeah, after post World Cup, only in first game after the World Cup he had gave you point. Then he has not gave you any points. He's 2-3 pointers. So I would definitely replace Salah and I'll bring in Bruno in my team, and because it's a double game week. From then I'll see for the game week 23 if I want to bring some City player like Mahrez, or I want to triple up on Arsenal players. So that I will look after the game week, double game week 22.
Interesting that you say, there was a time where I think we used to speak about either Mo Salah or no Salah. And
Yeah.
now it's obviously no Salah at this point
No,
in time.
yes.
Finally, after 3 long years, finally it's no Salah. So now let's talk about our club. The biggest question for me is, do you triple captain Rashford? And do you think that this is the best week that the triple captainship can be used? Because A, it's Crystal Palace and Leeds both at home. Both games are being played at Old Trafford. And
Yes.
everyone knows what Rashford's form is, both in terms of scoring as well as assisting. Even yesterday, he
He
had
was
an assist. He had an
yes.
assist. The first one, it was a scuffed shot. So I mean, the goal did come because of his shot. But then in FPL, it will be counted as an assist, obviously. But so what do you do? You triple captain Rashford? If not, means I mean captain, yes, definitely. But do you think that this is the right time to triple captain Rashford?
So as you mentioned, Manchester United playing both the games at home, and where they are a formidable foes, barring the first game of the season when they lost against Brighton. Since then, we haven't lost. I guess there is a one draw in between, but we haven't lost any game. And with Rashford in the form, he scored 9 times in 10 home games, and similarly, so I would not say only Rashford. If you have Bruno and Rashford, then it will be a tough choice between you, for that manager to have whom he needs to triple cap. Because Bruno also is in great form in last 3-4 games. He has been giving assists. He has been scoring also. In the last game also, he gave a great pass, though it was not counting an assist, but it was his play making that the goal came, first goal of United. Yeah, but I would say Rashford is pretty much higher percentage of people will go for a triple captain. But if you want a differential, then Bruno as triple captain, and if he scores, it will give you a huge jump in the rankings. So, but yes, it's a great week for Manchester United premiums or good players, or I would say premium players to beat at triple captain because both the games are easy and it should be 6 pointer for Manchester United.
So do you believe that this is the best game week to triple captain? Is that
Yeah,
what you?
so as of now, two game double game weeks we know. One is next game week where we have City and Arsenal playing double game week, and this is the United and Leeds playing double game week. But in this game week, the fixtures are easier as compared to next game week because it's City and Arsenal in one of the matches. So that will be a tough match, and it will be a closed affair match. I don't see huge number of goals being scored there. So yes, at this point, it is the best game week to have a triple captain. But yes, if you want to save your triple captainship, it can be used at the later part of the season also because United also have a couple of game weeks blank, which is game week 25, mostly game week 28 if we win our FA Cup game. Similarly,
Correct, correct.
City will also have a blank game weeks coming up. So
Even Brighton will have a blank
yes,
game week
so
also if
Brighton.
they win
So
their FA Cup
Brighton,
game.
yeah. So with Carabao final played on game week 25, so four teams, which is Manchester United, Newcastle, because they are the finalists, and apart from that, Brentford and Brighton will be a blank game week for them. So, but and also game week 28 can be a blank for few teams because that would be FA Cup game where teams will be out, will be playing in the next round. So if you want to save triple cap fund for later weeks or the end of the season, it's up to you. But this game week is the best one for the Manchester United assets.
Fair enough. So now we've spoken about all the established players, established teams. Let us talk about the new arrivals now. So Arsenal had Jorginho. We have Sabitzer coming in. Chelsea have what 3,000 new players coming in this transfer window also, and then obviously
Yeah.
Nottingham Forest, not to be outdone, have also had 2,000 players come in. So we already spoke about Mudryk the other day. What did you make? So let's keep it short. What did you make of Mudryk's cameo? And do you think you're going to consider him, considering the direct impact he had in the game against Liverpool? It looked like Mudryk didn't. I mean, it was like Mudryk was very comfortable with the ball at his feet.
So it was a hazard type performance from according to me. So he had that great impact in the game. Though it is, I still believe Chelsea had gone taken 3,000 new players, but they haven't still got a new number 9. Still they have Havertz as their center forward. So that's a bit issue. But and I am keeping my tabs on Mudrik. I am keeping my tabs on Badishiale, the new defender, which is a 5 million defender priced. So these two players I have keep it, but I have to wait and watch because Chelsea, you never know, because they will take some time to click with these all these new players, and I am not able to see the goals coming also. So Badshali can come into my team earlier, just because he can keep clean sheets. Chelsea can keep clean sheet, but Mudrik, it just then Chelsea can't score 2-3 goals a game. Till then, I am not thinking of bringing Mudrik into my team.
Fair, fair. What about the other players? Now, a lot of midfielders have come in, a lot of very decent quality midfielders. Sabitzer one, Jorginho two, and now there is Enzo Fernandez who's come in for Chelsea. That's three. Add to the fact that Lokonga has gone into Crystal Palace. He could be a good shout for him to get continued minutes as far as starting games is concerned. Uh, which midfield out of these would you look for? And then also the small matter of Anthony Gordon also going to Newcastle,
Yeah.
especially where Saint Maximan is always injured, and it is becoming a big headache for them. So, what do you think? Which player, or do you think that your midfield is too settled to for now to be looking at these options?
So as of now, my midfield is almost settled. Like I mentioned, I will just sell Salah and bring in Bruno at my time. But if you want a differential player on your team, so apart from these newcomers, because all these will play a little back end, so they will not give you much points. Like they are not much attacking players. So Sabitzer will also play in place of Ericsson. Similarly, Enzo Fernandez will play in place of Kante or Jorginho, because Jorginho is gone now. So Jorginho was a penalty taker, but I don't think Enzo will be a penalty taker at Chelsea. So there will be Mount might be the new penalty taker for Chelsea. Similarly, Jorginho again going to Chelsea. I don't think he will take penalties and he will sit back with Zaka or Pate, just to make sure their defensive cover is there for the defensive line. So, but yes, let the likes of Brighton players with the Mitoma, he has been a great differential for last 3-4 games. He has been scoring goals for fun, and
Do
he
you
has been.
think? Do you think he's the new Almiron in the second half of the season?
Yes, yes, he can be, because now from 4 games he has been scoring goals. He has been giving you points because now Trossard gone. That role has been given to him, and he has been pretty much nailing that spot. Similarly, Solly March, with the likes of Trossard gone, he has been going up front too quickly, and he has been scoring goals. So these two players are a huge Brighton differentials as of now. So, and people are bringing him, and with game week 22 coming up quick and fast in like couple of days, game week 22 will start. So people will bringing Mitoma or Solly March into the team, and the percentage of ownership is also very low at this point.
You were saying that Jorginho would not be taking penalties in Arsenal. A very interesting point. Do you think that there will be a possible change in the penalty dynamics? considering that Saka for now is the designated penalty taker. But if you look at Jorginho's recorded penalties, also it's pretty much impeccable. I mean, he's barely missed a penalty if he has. Do you think that makes it a very interesting dynamic to watch out for? I mean, as of now, nothing is nailed on as to who will be Arsenal's designated penalty taker. That will only be seen if and when they do get a penalty in any of the competitions that they are there. But do you think that this is a small thing that could work in many managers' favors, or do you think this is something that we keep an
I
eye on?
yes, you can keep an eye on, but this season I won't think that Arteta will make changes to the team because it's going too smooth for him. He has been winning games, and he is not changing that pattern. Also, he has been focusing only on the PL. He's not focusing on the cup games. Also, with the team he plays against City in the FA Cup, so it was obvious that they will lose that game. So I don't think Arteta will make changes to the penalty taker or the set piece or the guys playing in that position. It will only become too obvious when in the next season, then Jorginho will also get settled in the team. He will get that 4 5 months of run in the Arsenal team. Then that can be changed, and also it can change this season if Saka misses 2 3 penalties in a go, then it could be that Arteta could think, okay, Jorginho can take up that penalty thing. But as of now, I don't think Jorginho will be given the role as soon as he's into the team. And because it will be Saka, and even Martinelli has taken penalties for Arsenal this season. So Jorginho and Martinelli will be at the second choice, but first choice will be Saka, according to me.
So we've spoken about everything that there is to be spoken about. We've spoken about Cancelo. We've spoken about triple captain, whether to use it or no. The dilemma between Kane, do we bring in Bruno? And not spoken about Liverpool because they do not deserve to be spoken
Yeah.
about. And with that being said, your captain, Rashford or Bruno or Haaland, who's going to be your captain for this game week?
So my simple funda is I definitely keep a player who has a double game week. So Rashford for me this game week. But yes, I still have to give a thought if I want to making my TC or if I want to save my chip for later part of the season. But yes, captain definitely is Rashford.
I am very, very tempted to keep Rashford as triple captain this game week, but I will have to wait and see. I'll wait
Yeah,
until tomorrow. He's
same.
my captain. He is my captain for sure.
Yeah,
And there is one more change that I'm thinking to make, but I'll see whether I'll make that change or no. So these are two things that I'm waiting to see whether I make Rashford triple captain or whether I make that and whether I make that other change or no. But yeah, my team is pretty settled, and I'm hoping that the break does good for us, and we get 6 points. Rashford scores 6 goals in 2 games.
yeah,
Shaw keeps 2 clean sheets and has 3 assists in both games. So on and so forth. A man can only dream.
yeah,
So with that being said, thank you so much, Amit, for sharing your time and sharing your tips and insights with us as far as FPL is concerned. And I hope that we both have great game weeks in the upcoming season, upcoming game week, and more. And let our February start with a green arrow,
yeah.
just like we want. And green arrow for us as well as our team in
Yes,
United, so that they also go above the table. Like I said earlier in the video, please do like and subscribe and do share this video to as many FPL crazy people as there are. Do give us a like and follow on our socials as well, on Instagram and Twitter. We are active there as well. I say this on every stream and every video, and today is not any different. Every day is match day on our official WhatsApp group, so do not miss a chance to join in as quickly as possible. Apart from that, there is also a website where you can go ahead and see the latest updates, take part in quiz competitions, prediction competitions, FPL as well. So do not waste your time and get onto the website as quickly as possible. With that being said, this is Delvin along with Amit Bhai wishing you goodbye. Do take care of yourselves, and we will come back soon with another FPL video and many more videos to come. Till then, goodbye and do take care of yourself. See you soon.